From the National Press Club in Washington, D.C., this is Rewind. This week, at the Press Club luncheon, the Los Angeles mayor called for federal immigration reform.
Now, we have every right to enforce our laws and protect our borders. But we must balance this with the need to encourage the aspiration of America's immigrants.
The mayor also answered audience questions on gun control.
And I think the NRA is wrong when they say that the answer to a bad guy with a gun is a good guy with a gun. When they say that teachers ought to be carrying guns in our elementary schools.
To celebrate the second inauguration of President Obama, the inaugural committee announced it would observe a day of service.
And we will also have events in all 50 states. Looks like right now we're on track for over 2,000 events across the country. And this is actually the first inaugural committee that has paid for staff in all 50 states because this is a priority of the First Family to see this service day, both to honor the memory of Martin Luther King Jr., but also as a tradition that we hope will live on past this inaugural and become part of inaugurations.
Presidents have a lasting impact on our vocabulary. Press Club member and author Paul Dixon presented his new work, Words from the White House.
President Johnson, the first President Johnson, is the first one to come up with the phrase and the concept of racial discrimination. It was the first time discrimination had ever been used in the distinction between race, religion, etc. And so by giving it a name, it started to have its own life.
Experts acknowledged that President Obama's re-election effort excelled at social media as well as traditional media.
The Obama campaign was very, very good at both. They had a robust social media effort which was purely viral, and much of that was personality-based. And many good social media, viral media campaigns are generally focused around, centered around personality.
Another panelist explained that the messenger and not the message is the most important aspect.
I don't particularly view Facebook and Twitter as excellent persuasion tools in terms of buying an ad and then convincing somebody to vote for someone. What I view them as is relationship organizational tools. If I'm getting somebody to post something on their Facebook wall, the existing relationships they have with friends, with family, and everything that goes along with that is what actually becomes the powerful message.
An organization of business leaders is worried that Washington's tax reform policies will stifle small business.
That entrepreneurs are the best allocators of capital. That's what we're talking about here, capital allocation. And he also stated that bureaucrats are the worst allocators of capital. So what do we do when we raise taxes on small business people? We take money from the best capital allocators, the job creators, the technology creators, and we give it to people who are going to waste money by the trillions.
Highway safety advocates reported on an increase in motor vehicle crashes and deaths.
Preliminary data in the first 9 months of 2012 show that there is over a 7% increase in highway fatalities compared to the first 9 months in 2011.
From the National Press Club, where news happens, this is Rewind. I'm Steve Taylor.